Yo, what's good everybody? And today I'm here to give you the ultimate Dryad showcase and things that you need to know. The ultimate Dryad guide. I'm gonna show you guys combos, tips and tricks with the build, what armor you should run. Oh, excuse me. What armor you should run, what relics are the best, what gift is the best, everything like that contributes to making this build probably one of the best in the game. So first off, we're going to start with the armor and the relics. So the current relics I am wearing is Toxic Pocket Watch, Overgrown Hourglass, and the Sewer Scum Vial. And Toxic Pocket Watch basically makes it so that if they are poisoned, depending on how many stacks are on them and they use a move, it will increase the cooldown by a multiple of those stacks. So if they have like 6 stacks on them, it'll make the cooldown like 1.6 times longer or something like that, but it increases the cooldown of every move or whatever move that they use when they are hella poisoned. And then you also heal based off every 2 stacks that you get, and it has a 5-second cooldown, so you can't heal like instantly. But this is super good because every time you hit 2 poison procs, it will heal you by 5%, which is pretty good. And going to the next one, Overgrown Hourglass. Every time you apply poison, the stack will increase. Depending on the stack, it will increase by 1 second. And then when you get the final tick of each poison, it'll do 0.5 damage, and then it has a max of 4 damage because 0.5 times 8 is 4, and 8 is the amount of stacks that you can get on somebody, so you can do a maximum of 4% damage just off this relic. And then Sewer Scum Vial is when you tint your green, your poison is now green, and then every single time you get a stack, it reduces their physical and magical armor by 3. Now this is pretty busted because you can have up to 8 stacks on somebody. So this is a 24% or 24 magical and physical armor reduction just off a relic. You do need Demon Heart for this because you need 2, 2, and 1. So you do need Demon Heart to make this build min-maxed. But if you don't have 5 relics, I would probably say Toxic Pocket Watch, Overgrown Hourglass, and then something else that will complement this, like maybe like slime in a bottle, anything that you want to fill up here, because this is just such a good relic that you would like low-key need Demon Heart. Any poison build needs Demon Heart because these relics, these 3 combos are super good. The other things that you can run are Mana Pox and Plague Flask. Those 2 are basically just more damage. You would have to switch them out for these 2 right here, Plague Flask for right here, and then Mana Pox right here. I'm pretty sure Plague Flask is just like if they get poisoned, they like barf for a second and a half, and then Mana Pox is like the more poison you do, the more damage your moves do, or something like that. I forget, but that is if you want to do more so instant damage, or this build if you want to have a lot of sustainability, like a whole lot of sustainability. Now for the armor that we are wearing, I have a Rot Doctor mask, and the passive of it is the main reason I'm wearing it. Is whenever you proc poison, you apply a stack of Festering for 8 seconds, and then every time your poison would expire on somebody, it'll restack itself. I can go ahead and show this off on an NPC down here if I can find one. But basically, it just reapplies your poison over and over and over again. So he's applied with poison right now, and there should be a little visual effect right there, and it reapplies the poison. So that is super good with our relics because it uses our relics and basically just like combines off them. It's like that right there, if I was low, would have healed me 5%, because with the with the Toxic Pocket Watch, every time you get 2 poison stacks, you heal a small amount of health. So I would have just got 5% just from hitting a little poison. And that will work for a singular bulb. Like if you hit 1 bulb, it'll hit poison and then it'll reapply and then heal you, which is super good. And then we have Samurai Chestplate and Samurai Leggings. Now the reason why you have Samurai here is because you need physical armor and penetration. I'm trying to grind for like Fierce because Fierce gives you more pen. I don't really need physical armor. I need more penetration on this build because I don't have any really. Because the under armor that I am currently wearing, I'm not wearing the Dryad outfit as you guys can see, because the Dryad outfit does give good stacks. But alright, and as I was saying, I currently have the Darksteel Thunderplate armor equipped, which you can get this from the Stormcutter Major. And the reason why, I'll show you guys the... Oh, brother. let's get out of here real quick, bro. I'm not trying to have that in the background. And the reason why I am wearing the Dark Steel Thunderplate is because it just gives you so much survivability with the 150% climb boost. Like, it is so much more compared to every other build in this game. Like, you can just see from me climbing like this. Like, this climb is insane. You can also, like, having infinite climb, being able to infinite climb with this armor, you're going to, if you are, anybody's chasing you, they're not catching you, bro. The only downside with this is that it doesn't give you good armor stats or physical penetration. So go ahead and compare and contrast the things that we have. We have 40 health, 150 climb boost, 5 from your physical armor from the outfit, which is the reason why it's not the best, because you do not have a lot of physical armor. 7 physical penetration, and you get 0 from your outfit, so this doesn't give you any physical penetration at all, which is a major issue. You want to counteract this with your equipment. Try to get as much physical penetration as you can. Magical armor, I have 15 magical armor from my equipment, and the outfit gives you 20, which is pretty, it's okay, but like, you're not fighting as much magical stuff in this game as you are fighting physical, so having magical armor isn't like all that important. And then magical penetration is 10 from the outfit and 6 from your equipment, which is not bad because Death Blossoms is considered magic damage, so having penetration on poison is super good, low-key. Like, poison does a lot of damage on this build because I'm rocking this armor. And then you don't have any monster damage, and you get 3 speed from the outfit. Now let's go ahead and compare this to the Dryad outfit, which is what you're, like, the ultra class armor. It gives 40 health, so the exact same health. It gives you only 50 climb boost, which is 100% less than the Dark Steel Thunderplate. Now the physical armor, it gives you 12.5 physical armor. You have 26, it gives you more physical armor. It also gives you 7 physical pen, so instead of having just 7 physical, you have 14.5, or I have 14.5 with this build now. So it gives you more penetration, so you're going to be doing a lot more damage. The magical armor, you get a whole bunch. Outfit gives you 17.5. However, the Dark Steel Thunderplate gives you another 3. So it gives you 20 from the outfit with Dark Steel Thunderplate, 17.5 with Dryad. Magical penetration, it gives you none, which is, it's okay because you're counteracting that with the physical penetration. Instead of having magical penetration, you would have 10 magical penetration here and then 0 here. But physical penetration is now 7.5 and then 0 here. So it's kind of like a trade-off. You can pick which one you want. Physical penetration is definitely more viable because you're using moves. All these moves count as physical moves. The only thing that count as magic are like spells, like Death Blossom and stuff like that. And you have 0 monster damage, and you only have 2 speed from this outfit, which is 1 less from the Dark Steel Thunderplate. And the only major difference is just, I just use Dark Steel Thunderplate because look at this. Like, the climbing on this, if you trying to run, bro, you're cooked. And if you get the Dark Steel Thunderplate, you go back down and you try to run from a gank, you're out of there, bro. That's why I use the Dark Steel Thunderplate as my main armor, because I'm only losing a little bit of physical armor, and then, not a little bit, low-key, I'm losing a good amount of physical armor and all of my penetration for physical in exchange for magic penetration and the ability to just basically escape from any gank. Like, if you're getting comboed or if you're getting flooded on, if you can find a wall and you can run away, then you're chilling. Like, that's all you gotta do. Find a big wall and climb out, and if they mana pull you, you gotta just climb out again, bro, because that's all you gotta really do to get away in this game. Just climb away or escape or have something to let you survive. And another thing with this build that you are going to want to do is get health potions, bro. Currently, the alchemist passes are currently bugged. The alchemist passes that says that you can shrink it faster, as well as potion pouch, which makes you no longer drop potions on death. You do drop potions on every single death, which is kind of stupid. And then iron gut, which is drinking potions faster the lower toxicity you are. This just doesn't work. It takes the same amount of time as a freshie drinking a health potion as it does for Dryad. Like, that skill is not working. A few of the Dryad skills just don't work at all, which is kind of dumb. And then going on to our weapon of choice, I personally use the Knack Shard, and this has the viral enchant on it, but I did the Hex Star on it. So it has a lot of poison damage. Like, whenever you proc poison on somebody, it does a ton of damage to them. However, it does have a chance to apply to me, which isn't that horrible because I have poison resistance based off my magical armor. And basically, the only reason why I'm using Nakshar low-key is because it can counteract fall damage. Like, I just parried all that fall damage because it's stupid. It has so much utility. You basically have like a no-fall method. Like if you're running in a gank and you need to jump off a big cliff, bro, you just jump off, use your crit, parry all the damage, and then they should be stuck up there and you can just keep running, which is super good utility. I think it's probably one of the best great swords in the game just because of that. The crit is also just good. Like if you're getting comboed, you can get out, have a reset, and then counteract their damage. Like you parry all their damage and reflect it. So that's pretty good in my opinion. And the weapon itself has good stats, like 9 damage from this greatsword, and it does bleed damage as well. So that's pretty good just to have a lot of damage output from this weapon. And then the next thing that we basically just have to show is the races that you can get on this build, which are the best races, and then the combos. For me, I personally use Spectre because Spectre has a lot of utility. You can go invisible. It's Ghost from Debulkin, like the talent card. You can also disappear after you grip people. It gives you the move Fright, which is pretty good. I put a flashing block on this because if you use Fright on somebody, it'll instantly TP them to you and you can get a whole combo off. And that's basically it with this race. I mean, you can also get things like the anti-heal that is from this build, like Phantom Blood, inflicting bleed, or landing final M1 will apply anti-heal. That's really good with this weapon as well because it has bleed damage onto it innately, so it automatically, like every M1 that you do every 60 seconds, it has a super long cooldown, will imply anti-heal, and then M1ing somebody with anti-heal will increase the duration. So if you're M1ing them a lot, you can do anti-heal, you keep M1ing them to do more, and then it's a lot of anti-heal. And then inflicting anti-heal will proc your weapon enchant on the enemy. So whenever you M1 them, it's basically a guaranteed viral enchant proc, which is kind of stupid. So it's just so much synergy that you have with this build. And the other races that you could go with this are Lizard, because it has that one move. It has like poison affinity. So if you get hit with your poison, like for the viral enchant, it's not going to damage you as much. You also have, whatchamacallit, the move from Lizard that is pretty good, the little lizard bone thingy or whatever it's called. That's a pretty good move for fighting in PvP. And the only other thing that might be good is maybe like, alright, as I was saying, another good race for this is obviously Orc, because you have a guard break rushdown move, which is super busted. Having that on this build because you already have, like, Bloom Surge is a almost unreactable guard break. It has a short windup, and it can be parried, but it's super hard. If you're getting comboed with it, it's not going to be reactable to parry it accurately. You have to parry it if you're just spamming F and trying to block it or parry it, or if you like just know how to fight it super well. But Orc is a super good option. Lizard is a good option as well. I personally would go Nomad as well. I just like the Nomad race. The Nomad passives though are super good, and no, not passives, the active skills are super good. You have moves that can completely negate fall damage, so you don't have to go this weapon. I mean, there are other weapons that you could go that just do more damage. Like you can probably go Dagger for a whole lot of combo potential. Alright, and as I was saying, the Nomad passes are just super good. Like having the fall damage negation doesn't mean you have to run this weapon. I only run this because running and like being able to parry fall damage is just so good if you jump off a big cliff, and then you can just climb back up with this stupid armor. Like it's so dumb if you want to survive and have a lot of survivability, but having the Nomad race allows you to just have a move that negates fall damage, as well as making you able to run something else. Definitely Nomad Navaja on this build might be insane because you have so many moves. Like these are such long range moves that hitting them with the Nomad Dagger, and the Nomad Dagger might just be one of the craziest weapons in the game. It's just so good. Like, and it's a bandit drop. Like, how is that weapon so unbelievably goated, bro? And putting poison enchant on that would be super good too, because M1ing them, you're gonna M1 them a whole lot with dagger build. I'm gonna be honest. This would definitely be better with a dagger build and going like Nomad, Navaja, as well as the Nomad race. But I just like going Spectre because of the other utility that you can run with it, such as Fright and the combo potential that I already have. Like, I'm fine with having this build because of the anti-heal as well. But going ahead and looking at the last stuff for this build, I'm going to be showing you the best sub race that you want, and then the actual combos and me fighting people with this build. So I'm going to be honest, Vampire on this build would not be good at all. Do not go Vampire. I'm pretty sure Zombie might be one of the best things for this build because one, Zombie gives you moves that apply poison, like it's a move that applies like flies around you, and if they are near you, they get poisoned. And the thing is, with Phantom, you have infinite hunger, and with Zombie sub race, you gain health and have infinite food based off your hunger. So I don't know how good it is. Like with Phantom, I'm pretty sure if I get Zombie, it'll remove my infinite hunger bar, which wouldn't be the best because I would have to actually get food then and like eat stuff, which is, it's okay. I just like Phantom having infinite health because it's just like, it's so convenient to not have to carry food or anything. But with Zombie, you have so much tankiness. This low-key might be, like, you might be able to truly boss raid with Zombie. I low-key might get it just to test it out, and if it's butt, I'll just like remake this build and wipe it and then redo it. But yeah, that's basically it for all the information that you guys need and tips and tricks. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the combos and me actually fighting. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. See you. And something else that I forgot to actually mention is your second class. I went mage because mana pool in this game is almost essential for people that are running, and it's just such a good thing to have mana pool, as well as having like clap spells. Like Pustule is such a good thing to have. If you know you're about to gank, you can just heal your health back up. It only takes like 7% off, and then you can have these orbs that do a bunch of damage, as well as Radiance. This is just a free 5% HP every 20 seconds. This is so busted. Every single build needs this, bro, because having 5% every 20 seconds will save you a lot, especially with this build that has a lot of survivability and sustain. And then other than that, you can have things like Scorch. Like having Snap Scorch would be really good on this build because Scorch is just a good mantra, or not even mantra, it's just a good spell to have. You also have other things like Angel Summoning if you want, and other spells that you can get that are just super good for PvP. But yeah, that's it for the second class that you want, and hope you guys do enjoy. I'll go back to the video of clips and combos. Enjoy. Alright, now for the combo section of this video, most of the combos are low-key, just literally 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, you press so many things just in your kit. They do have quite long cooldowns, but it is super worth it. So the way that I like to play with this build, I like to enter a lot of my fights or a lot of my approaches with my actual Vile Plumes or my Death Blossoms, because with the Dryad race, or not Dryad race, Dryad Ultra class, if you jump on them, you get a good speed boost or jump boost in front of you. So what I like to do is enter with Garden of Thorns because of its super big hitbox. Like, you will hit them from a good distance. If you time that up, you can hit them mid-air, and you will hit them, it'll stun, and the thing that you want to do next is hit them with the 2 moves, M1 Rose Lance, because it's almost instant and unparryable if you hit them right in front of you. You're going to Garden of Thorns, M1 Rose Lance, and then you're going to M1 again, and usually by this point they should be blocking, which is why you use Bloom Surge. So you use Bloom Surge, they get guard broken, M1, Petal Dance, and then another combo, hitting them with the Toxic Lash Vine. And if you hit them perfectly on time, and then you dash forward and hit them with Spore Spread, that is basically a true combo. I might be able to show it on this dude right here. Let me say, hold on. Alright, so with the Toxic Lash Vine and Spore Spread, you can actually just hit them away, dash forward, and then hit them with this. Usually they have like, they'll dash to the left or to the right, so you can aim the Spore Spread, but usually they won't just like ultimately aggro you. And he's giving me health just by landing in the poison. Like, I'm already at max health, and he's taking a hell of tick damage from all that shit. So having this build has a lot of combo. It's just low-key, just like you dash forward, hit him with Gardens of Thorns, Rose Lance to pull them back in, and then you Bloom Surge to guard break them. And if you hit Bloom Surge on one of your Vile Plumes, you can actually just reset the cooldown of it. You can use it up to like 4 times, I'm pretty sure, in a quick succession. So that's super good as well. You can also hit them with the Pedal Dance. A lot of other entry methods that you want is if you hit him with this, you grab all your things, and then you want to use the area version of Pedal Dance. The only thing that have area versions on this kit is Pedal Dance and Rose Lance. So Pedal Dance, you want to jump, you grab all your plumes, and then it'll hit them with all those poison stacks. You can see all the poison that's on him right now. It just does a ton of damage. Another thing that you can do is hit him in the air with Rose Lance. There's an area version, and it will pull you to the opponent, which can get you started with combos and stuff like that. You also have some other unique things with this build, like Toxic Lash Vine. You can hit your things forward if you want to like move it around or whatnot. Pedal Dance obviously picks it up and like moves it to wherever you go. And then the other thing that has another synergy is Rose Lance. You can actually shoot the lance forward and hit them with the plant or with the thing. So if they're in front of all your things, you can hit them with Rose Lance and then hit them with all the stacks. And yeah, that's basically it. You also want to hit Spore Spread a lot because Spore Spread spawns a good amount of poison things. If you hit all of them, that's what, 2, 4, 6, 8 things here, and then having your own Death Blossom spawned in, that's 10 right here. So that's already like 18 stacks that you can get. And the thing that you want to do with this build, you don't really want to hit all of these at once because they stop at 8 stacks. There's no point of you picking up all these and using Pedal Dance to hit somebody. What you want to do is low-key spawn one Death Blossom and then bring them all to you quickly and then try to get rid of all those poison stacks, because then if you hit them with Spore Spread, it's going to spawn so many more that you can use for things like your heals. Like obviously the Overgrown Hourglass only gives you health. Oh no, where is it at? The Toxic Pocket Watch only gives you health every 5 seconds with the 2 stacks. So you don't want to just be like gather all of them and hit all the stacks at once, because you won't heal like 20 billion health. You will only heal like a little small amount of health. And then another thing that you want to do is with this build is hitting them like in a dispersion, having them spread out like this in a field, bro, and then playing around them. Somebody steps on this right here, that's one part of the health pack. If you M1 them, you get up. But if you M1 them and they step on a thing and you proc your viral, that's 5% of HP that you get back. So you can just have a lot of sustainability on this build with your poison. And the thing is, you don't really want to pull every single one. Like if I were to pull all my things right here and hit them with all my pedal, damn, bro. Alright, as I was saying, you don't want to hit them with all your pedal thing, because it'll do a good amount of damage because of all the stacks, but you won't be able to heal as much. So you can, yeah, you see all this damage, but you can only see like what, 2, 4, like the stacks are going down slowly, and then they took all that damage at the end because of the Overgrown Hourglass. He took a good amount of damage, but that's why having a lot of stacks isn't the best. You don't want to have 50 stacks and hit somebody with all those stacks. You want to hit somebody with a good like 8. 8 is the best amount that you want. Like hitting a whole move of that is super good, because that'll do the max amount of stacks that somebody can have at one time before it resets. So having that is super good, and just playing around, not with hitting them all the poison moves, because it won't do that much. You just want to play sparingly, like hit them with one Death Blossom, get all these, and then you use all these to hit them with poison. You don't want to have like 20. But yeah, that's basically it for the combos, and I'll go ahead and show you guys all the game clips. So hopefully you guys enjoy. See you. Bro.
Sir, he half. Hella low. Yeah, I'm giving calm. Trash. He's getting cooked. Get away. Don't let him get away. What? Give me that clock. Bro said 2 ultras. Minus 8 hours. Who will ultra? Grip him. Give me that time. Minus 8.
colors of love that's excellent. riding like a drill, I bought by the rules, but outshine.
All we found was heaven, Monday to the sea. Longer we would maybe this way to keep. Standing by for insurance, shouting is defense.
Nothing easy, get off the go, get it go.
Only from the high one reaches to the sky.
Yo, Timekeeper, I'm be honest, you're so boosted, gang. I'm gonna be so honest. You are so boosted. You had to call 3 ultras for one dude. It's not easy. You're his little goon. You're his little goon. You're his little goon. He sucks. This dude cannot beat me in a 1v1. You suck, gang. I will be so for real. You cannot beat me in a 1v1. You're trash, gang. GG. Hey, GG, you suck, though. GG, GG.